guys, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we might finally find out the truth. I'm a bit excited. I'm very excited, but I'm also a bit sad because this episode might be where it all ends. To be honest, last episode completely changed my opinion about Dr. Ye. To be honest, I think he's planning something, but I'm not sure what it is, but I don't think he's evil. Let's keep on playing. So let's find out the truth, guys. The autopsy room is at the end of the hallway. Okay. Okay, we see some fire extinguishers. Tian family's crime scene photos are hanging on the wall. Exploring the Tian's house was like a dream. Indeed it was. After learning what everyone in the Tian family went through, I feel surreal looking at the way they died, as if I just woke up from a dream. Oh my gosh. The ominous red light. What is under there? Is that a dead body? Fuck. That's creepy as hell. The charred skeleton can be vaguely seen through the white cloth. The strong smell of fireworks greets you alongside the remaining warmth. It's as if the bones are still burning deep inside. Proceed to remove the white cloth. I think it's Dr. Ye. He sacrificed himself. Who are you? Who's you? Is that Dr. Chen? Oh. Are you Xinhui? I'm Lin Lixun. I'm new here. Oh, are you the rookie who passed out during the first dispatch? Never mind. Zheming wasn't any better when he just joined the team. Captain Lu told me beforehand. You want to know if this body is my senior schoolmate Ye? Yeah, your senior schoolmate? I used to call him like that. Xinhui, you and Dr. Ye graduated from the same school? We both graduated from Shancheng Medical University. He graduated 2 years earlier than me. Did Dr. Ye study forensics as well? I would say he was half forensic. Well, during an anatomy class, Ye found something wrong with the organ of a donated corpse that died from a heart attack. Later, the lecturer invited the head of the forensic medicine department, a renowned individual in forensic science, Professor Liu Yuchong, to perform an autopsy. After Professor Liu's autopsy, it was determined that the donated corpse was killed by medicine that can cause myocardial infarction. The suspect was arrested soon after that, and Ye became a star on campus. Professor Liu hoped that Ye could work with him. Although Ye's department didn't let him go, he investigated many cases with Professor Liu. That's why Dr. Ye said that he knew a lot of cops. Yeah, everyone thought Ye was a rising star in the forensic field. But after graduation, he opened a small clinic in town. I heard that it was because his parents didn't want him to become a forensic doctor. They believed that this job would bring them bad luck. Professor Liu was also my supervisor. He seemed devastated every time this was brought up. Sorry for talking so much. It's okay. I want to know more about Dr. Ye anyway. Let's get down to business. You want to know if this corpse is Ye Jingshan, right? Yes, and we need to do it as soon as possible because we're running out of time. It won't be easy because Ye Jingshan was adopted and we couldn't find his blood relatives for many years. Additionally, there are too many samples in the clinic. Analyzing them one by one will take too long. Xinhui, there's a way to determine it in a short time. Oh, what is it? I see. I didn't expect you to know this. So, is this method feasible? It surely is, but the bones are severely damaged. Putting the bones back into their original arrangement is a lot of work. The trainee my superior sent hasn't arrived yet. If I do this alone, it will take a long time. So, is there any other way? I was hinting that you should help me, silly. Okay. So... Okay. This seems like a pretty hard puzzle. What the heck? We can rotate it as well. This goes here. Put down. Nice. Actually, this might be easier than I thought. Oh, nope, not like this. Where could this go? Right here? Nice! Oh. What? Okay, let's deal with that later. This goes here. Cool. Like so. Nice. And this, I believe, just goes... maybe turn it. Aha! Your hypothesis was right. Thank you for your hard work, Xinhui. I'll report this to Captain Lu. Xinhui, I know it's bad news regardless of whether Dr. Ye is dead or alive. There may be hidden truth in this case. We'll definitely find him and ask him for the truth. Okay, thanks, Lixun. You can use the phone in the office to contact Captain Lu. What's this? Oh, that's the phone. Hey, Captain Lu. Lixun, how are things going there? Xinhui has confirmed that the body... Wait, isn't Ye Jingshan? I thought it was. Xinhui has confirmed that the body isn't Ye Jingshan. Good, Lixun. Good thing that you noticed something was off. You can always find clues that others can't, just like your dad. We're going to check the bus stations and train stations. He's not going anywhere. Okay, so Ye Jingshan didn't die, so he must have escaped somewhere. Captain, can I ask you a favor? It's Ye Jingshan. Chapter 7. Incinerate. I knew it. It's Ye Jingshan. Officer? How did you know it was me before I even started to talk? Almost no one knows this number. You answered a call from this number at the public phone market owned by the Tians. I guessed you memorized the number back then. You're very smart, Ye Jingshan. You almost fooled everyone. But not you. If you had taken that train just now, your plan would have succeeded. Ye Jingshan, we have you surrounded. I asked my superior for some time to ask you some questions alone. You got me. I have nothing to say. This isn't an interrogation, it's an equal communication. Someone once taught me to exchange questions for questions. You probably also have a lot of questions for me. What's the point of doing this? I know you didn't poison the family. I don't want to pin it on the wrong person, but I also want to know why you did what you've done. I don't know what you're talking about. You've treated me as a pawn ever since I entered the clinic. You led me to investigate the Tian family case because you have created a new suspect for the case. You pretended to be a smoker in front of me, so I believed that you were burned to death in the fire due to your smoking habit. This way, Zhao Xiaojuan could be cleared of charges and the real murderer would be burned to death while you escaped. I answered your question. Now it's your turn to answer mine. Why did you help Zhao Xiaojuan escape the Tian family? I was trafficked here as a kid, but the townspeople are unaware of this. I barely shared the secret with the people. Zhao Xiaojuan was trapped here just like me. I helped her just like helping my patients. Her illness came from this place, so leaving here was her best treatment. It's my turn to ask a question. How did you discover that I wasn't dead? Your plan was very thorough, but the corpse gave you away. Which part of the body gave me away? Everything. All the bones? I'm not sure which one to choose. Let's just say collarbone. Was there anything special about the collarbone? No. The ribs? I'm not sure. Your ribs were broken by Tian Xiangrong. Under normal circumstances, even if your ribs had recovered, there would be fibrocartilage calluses. Okay, pretty smart. Our forensic expert spent the whole night putting the ribs together and found out that the ribs didn't have any calluses. Seems like I underestimated your forensic expert. The forensic expert was none other than the student of the famous Liu Yuchong. She was your schoolmate. It's my turn to ask a question. Why did you try to take the blame? I thought of the worst scenario when I helped Zhao Xiaojuan develop an escape plan. But I didn't expect that situation would get much worse. After her death, people called her a madwoman, a psycho, a murderer, which I didn't expect either. It was my plan that killed Zhao Xiaojuan and Fangfang. I should be the one to bear the charges. Dr. Ye, no one could predict that things would go in that direction. That was my first reason. My second reason. Since I was a child, my adoptive parents kept telling me that I was abandoned by my biological parents. My adoptive parents arranged a lot of things that I didn't want. I never resisted. I wanted to repay them for the kind act of nurturing me. They didn't tell me the truth until they were on their deathbeds. They'd been deceiving me for their whole life. After they passed away, I didn't shed a tear, nor did I feel relieved. The name Jingshan still trapped me here. I wanted this name to bear all the charges, and I will start a new life with a new identity. Any other reasons? That counts as another question. Now it's my turn to ask. I left you with a question during our first call. How did you find these clues? I can communicate with the dead. There is a saying in the field of forensics that forensics is a profession that can communicate with the dead. So I chose this option because of Ms.Chen. I think she might be a ghost. Yes, but that's just an analogy. I can also communicate with the dead. I can see into their past. I know secrets that only the dead knows. Perhaps this unreasonable answer is the most reasonable. Can you continue to answer that question now? The last reason. Leaving Qingtan was Zhao Xiangrong's will and her expectation of me. On the day of the incident, she came to the clinic to buy medicine. Dr. Ye, do you have any Kanjian's brand cough medicine? I happened to restock a batch recently. I'll get a pack for you. Thank you. Oh, Dr. Ye, Fangfang and I will leave Qingtan next month. I come to say goodbye. I don't know if we'll have a chance to meet again in the future. Miss Zhao, the last step of the plan is that you have to go somewhere even I won't be able to find. The ideal scenario is not to meet up again. However, if we're destined to meet again, maybe we will meet somewhere in the world. Oh, a while ago, my father-in-law won 4 cruise tickets. My in-laws didn't like to travel far, so I gave one to Ms.Chen. And I wish to give the last one to you. You've been in town for such a long time, you should go out and relax. Dr. Yue, the infusion bottle is almost empty. Okay, I'll change it right away. I'm sorry, it's autumn and there are many patients in the clinic. I'm overwhelmed. Miss Zhao, thank you for your kindness, but it's okay. I'll reverse it for you. Tell me if you want to go one day. Sure, thank you. She was a respectable person. She was not only saving herself, but me as well. I didn't understand at that time, but it was too late when I did. After she died, I told myself that I should try to leave. She wouldn't want you to leave in this way. But I'm the type of person that can't move forward without being pushed. And when I finally decide to move forward, I realized I was still trapped. I have a little feeling that Dr. Ye is going to kill himself by getting ran over by a train. I don't know, that's just my prediction. You obviously had the opportunity to get in the train before I showed up. Officer Lin, did you see the mountains ahead? They're like piled up ashes. When I stare at them, I feel an indescribable confusion and fear. Maybe they're just a mass of lifeless ashes, or maybe they're still smoldering inside. I feel as if I can see my biological parents. Their figures are vague and they are wandering through the mountains like ghosts. Their mouths are open and they are calling out. Maybe calling my name. But I've forgotten my original name long ago. I didn't understand until then that I'm homeless. There isn't any place for me in the world. A home that was once warm, though people who can accompany me have been buried in these mountains of ashes. Dr. Ye, do you have any questions? I have no more questions. I only have one request. Officer Lin, please forget the conversation that just happened. I'm the criminal who killed 3 Tian family members and caused Zhao Xiaojuan to commit suicide. Ye Jingshan, you're suspected of arson and desecration of a human corpse. You're under arrest in accordance with the law. After reinvestigation, the police discovered Ye Jingshan falsified the evidence of him killing the Tian family. The identity of the burned corpse was also confirmed. It was Wang Jingcai, the owner of the small store. Ye Jingshan was prosecuted for arson, desecration of a human corpse, and falsifying evidence. The Tian family murder case was back to its original state. The case was closed again. Actually, I still have one more question for Ye Jingshan. I want to know if another person was also involved with this in his plan. I don't think he will answer the question. I also have my own answer. I will keep this answer in my heart forever. Lixun, what do you see this time? There is nothing but a blank white space. Where is the hearse carrying your father? I didn't continue to chase the hearse. I stopped and watched it until it disappeared from my sight. Why didn't you chase it? I just saw the miseries in this world. I also saw souls struggling painfully in it. I shouldn't have chased after my dad's honor and glory. There are still people suffering at the bottom of the dark abyss. That's where I should go. There are several announcements posted on the public bulletin board. A volunteer teacher of Qingtan Primary School, Chen Qingsui, has passed away at the age of 27, hereby notified. Culture and Education Office of Qingtan Town Government. So Ms.Chen has been dead all along. So I believe she was indeed a ghost. That's what we talked to, the ghost of Chen Qingsui. The report on the tomb robbery. Recently, Qinghe Times has reported on the tomb robbery in Qingtan Town, which has caused an outcry. Qinghe Times reporter conducted a secret investigation and found a tomb robbery syndicate led by Tian and that had existed for a long time and had engaged in tomb robbery and sales of cultural relics. As the tomb robbery cases surfaced, the cultural relic trades exposed were even shocking. So I think Tian Xiangrong wasn't a good guy either. According to the ledger, which was made public by Qinghe Times, there were hundreds of buyers. Currently, the Qinghe municipal government has gathered forces from all walks of life to protect Qingtan's cultural relics and crack down on illegal and criminal activities. A few days ago, someone found this letter downstream. It's completely damaged after being soaked in water. To Qinghe Times editorial office, Qinghe Cities was written on the envelope. It was signed by Chen Qingsui. The letter is soaked and damaged. It's impossible to read what was written. We speculate based on the fragmentary content that this is a resignation letter. Ms.Chen probably wanted to quit her job at the press and stay here to continue teaching. However, this letter didn't make it to the destination. Press Z to pull down the paper. Ms. Chen's funeral is being held in town today. According to the custom here, there will be fireworks at the funeral. People believe fireworks can help missing souls find their way. This is a funeral without the body of the deceased. It sounds absurd. But if we spend 2, 3, 5, 10 years looking for Ms. Chen, who would hold a funeral for her by then? Will anyone remember her? Epilogue, like tears in the rain. Farewell. I guess this is the end. Game over. Should I skip this ending? Should I skip the credits? I'm not sure. Is there something else after the credits? But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the game. I really enjoyed it. It was very intense. I don't see difference from other horror games I played before, like Slenderman. I mean, this horror game is like the only horror game that I played that has a decent plot. I actually really enjoyed the story as well. The plot was just very good. But for me personally, I'm a little bit confused at the end, so I'll probably do some research after this. But yeah, all the characters were very amazing. I loved especially Ms. Chen. It's unfortunate to hear that she has actually died. I'm not sure what to think about Dr. Ye. At first I thought he was very suspicious. At the end, I thought he sacrificed himself for something. Sacrificed himself for the Tian family, for Zhao Xiaojuan, but I don't know. I guess he's a criminal now. I bet this lyrics is gonna be very long. I'm just gonna skip it, guys. Yep, I think there is an epilogue. Okay, yeah, I think this is the end. Guys, this game, to be honest, playing this game was an amazing experience. It's even better than watching anime. Like, I can't even tell you all the feelings I felt playing this game. Was scared, intrigued, kind of confused by the mystery. Also, there are some sad parts as well, which really, yeah, it was an emotional roller coaster playing this game. But I really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you guys have the chance to play this game, I definitely recommend you play it. The best way to play it is play it at night with headphones on to get the best experience. You can also play it with your friends, but if you want to torture yourself, you can also play it by yourself, like me. But yeah, anyway, this game has been absolutely amazing. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Very, very good. But yeah, playing this game has been such an experience. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.